So, as I'm on my evening stroll along Kensington, just a little bit different from the Kensington in London, I think you would agree. Well, I mean, this is the kind of accommodation we have here. But if you're white British, you probably won't get it nowadays, unless you're already in them, because it's all houses of multi-occupancy, so unless you're a student or you come from a different country, you won't get in any of these houses. Anyway, on that subject, the other night I had to go up and pick up some documents from the in-locker service that I use for part of my course. And it was Sunday night, my mum wasn't feeling too good, so she was staying with me. And as I got to the locker, there was a tent up, two people inside, a man and a woman, probably aged about 25, 30, married couple. And there was a man there from Whitechapel. At first he was a bit concerned with what I was doing, but then he realised I was minding my own business. And this is what he said to them. He said, you need to keep keeping on with the council. We've got no room in our shelter and we're the emergency service, aren't they? You have to keep on at the council, let them know that you're homeless. So there was two people from Whitechapel and they were getting on an interpreter for this couple because they were from Ethiopia. Now, I could see that the young woman looked to me like a kid, but I'm 52. I could see that she looked upset, cold. So I asked them, did they want a coffee? And they were very, very much wanted a coffee. So I asked about a sandwich and they said, yeah. So the Whitechapel people thanked me and drove off and told this couple to keep trying the council. So I went home and my mum, like me, is a good-handed, got a good heart. And we put together a few blankets and we got some hot water bottles and we went back and we gave them to the people. I think they thought we were part of the council, but they were grateful. But the McDonald's in which we were going to get them some coffee was closed in Kensington because it had gone 12 o'clock at night. We're usually in bed, but never mind. We said, we'll go to the one on Edge Lane. So I explained I didn't have a canister to bring hot coffee from my house. And we didn't really have much in for a butty. So we were going to go to Mackey's and get them something to eat and a coffee. And they said, thanks very much in their own way. We did. But when I got to Mackey's on Edge Lane, we couldn't do the drive-through. It was chocker. So I decided to wait. We got them a Big Mac meal each, big coffee and a snack and a dessert. We spent over £25. By the time we got back, they'd gone. Now, that's not their fault. I'm glad they've gone. But my point is, how far right is that? How racist am I for doing that? We don't have £25 to spare. Who does from Liverpool these days, unless you're a fucking footballer, excuse me language. But we do it because we see people first. Now, if it happened again, we'd probably do it again. I probably wouldn't give them so much stuff all in one, which I was trying to explain to my mum. There'll be another one next week. But she didn't listen, and some of our good blankets went, but hey, yo, better that than someone dying on the street on our watch. Now, those people didn't know that what we'd gone to, the lengths we'd gone to. They were just two scared people being on the streets of Kenny late at night, freezing cold, wanting something to eat. Probably had a long journey. It's definitely not their fault. Whose fault is it, though? Because, hold on. Because, as I've just said, I'm 52. I was born and bred on the streets of Kensington. And I'll tell you what, it was a good place to be brought up. I tell you, there was parks, there was a pub and a friendly face on every corner. Shops stayed open until night. There was a butcher's, there was a greengrocer's. There was all these things, small businesses. Now, you've been with me now, walking up these streets of Kenny. It's a Sunday night, the match has just been on, and it's almost derelict. Apart from the odd mum and dad coming back from visiting the gran. But how much will that last? Anyway, that's me, over and out. Choose a life, not a knife.